What's going on? This is the 1031 Variety Show. And what? Variety Show and what? Variety Show and Market Talk. Okay, we're going to get the screen share up here in just a minute. We're going to do the damn lead in today. Okay, we're going to start right out of the gate. Or we're going to start here. Thinking about buying a new guitar. A new guitar's on the horizon. I'm gonna shop for it. I'm gonna order one today. What I'm thinking about doing is read the book. Why does it stink so bad outside
You know,
right
God, it's got a tip
now?
on the
I'm going
start.
to read the entire
Sure
thing.
I used to like to eat
800%
broccoli, but I no longer like to eat broccoli anymore.
Stop.
Sugar. Please get me some
I want more
salt.
sugar now.
Just need a little more oil.
Right
Just
now.
I used to like to eat
sugar.
broccoli,
Drizzle some more oil.
but I no longer like to eat broccoli anymore. I prefer cauliflower. Put a little extra oil on the plate so you can dip the food in the oil. Just please give me a lot of oil. I want some oil now.
All right. Okay, you know the breakdown. We do one sometimes at the beginning, sometimes we do one at the end. Maybe we'll not do any. But for right now, we're right where we wanted to go. We're going to go ahead and lead in with everybody's favorite segment. We know who you are. Do we? We'll be looking at weather again. Traditional, right? New York, 33 degrees. Right now in Eastern Standard Time, 10:32 p.m. We had a high of 46 and low of 32. Cupertino on the West Coast, 7:32 p.m. High of 60, low of 35. They're 49 right now. They're winning the race to the temperature. Orlando sitting on 70. Death Valley, 38. Snowy weather across the area. Okay, so what's happening out there? I believe we had some earnings. What do we have tonight? After the bell, we're just taking a look at it for the very first time. Can you believe it? I can't believe that shit either. I'm sorry. It's amazing. What's AMD do? Let's just get it here. AMD. Well, they came up to 81. Went from 71 yesterday. Hit $80. It had finished off around 76. A net gain of less than $1. Post-session close in the cash session. AMD, you should be ashamed of yourself. AMD really should be ashamed. We've already looked at the market. We've got some different videos and things. We've been working on some audio, trying to keep the brain clean and always being focused on the task at hand, but making tasks happen when there normally may not be a task to be had. Does that make sense? I don't know, but it almost rhymes. I think I got away with it at least for now. What else is happening out there? I'm sure there's a few other tidbits. I don't prepare anything. We're going to talk about software. There's a lot of software out there in the world right now that's not that great a quality. I'm not impressed with it. I really don't like it. I don't enjoy it. I could spend more time with it and learn more about it, but there's just some things that just don't work. And I don't want to be the guinea pig again, but of course signing up for beta software is always fun. You get to test this stuff out and report on it. Sometimes it's got special installations, especially if you're on a mobile device. You got to do authentication to this thing and whatever. So anyway, it's a lot of fun though at the end of the day. Let's keep on keeping on and get started here. We're going to be looking at the market. Maybe I need to grab a drink of liquid after that one there. All right. I thought that was it, was it not? Hey! Okay, there we go. Hey, back here again. Appreciate you joining me. Going to be talking loud, for instance, here. Let's see if we can, what would have happened had we stayed in that trade earlier. Had a little ghost candle Well, let's say you want to short it again at market. We're doing the same darn thing as a while ago. We're going to attach a single, or are we going to do one cancels the other? Or are we going to do a trigger with a bracket? Oh my gosh. Do I want to do a trigger with a bracket? Huh? You see me moving there and left. I'm just going to go. What if I just want to go in right here? I just want to go like, boom. You could do that. Now, you want to make sure you move this shit out of the way. If you're on a bracket order, you're just doing a standard bracket. We're going to cover all the different order types. Let's say it went in again on this area, but now instead of I just had a trailing stop, now I've got a bracket with a limit here on this side. You hit my go. I command you. We shall try this one more time. We meet again, 4080. It's up to me to show you that you're not as strong as you think you are, 4080. Or are you going to try and outsmart me again? I know what you're up to. We saw you on the monthly earlier. You can't hide. All right, enough of those tirades. Let's say you want to change this order. You got it in a stop here. You're still happy with it. You're going to probably do enough. Maybe you might lose a couple dollars trying it a second time, but that's just, why not? Had the ghost candle up. We've been talking about ghost candle. That's a post-market ghost candle. It's not going to be as big as these here. And let's say you want to change this, though, into a cancel order, cancel replace. Let's say you want to cancel replace here, right? You got to stop, market stop. Okay, let's say you want to do a trail stop. Now, I've got a bracket with trail. Now, I changed it. Now, you can save this. We're going to save some. I got some old brackets here. We're going to start working with the brackets. I need to work my brackets up the way I really like it. I mean, you can go in and put a stop, or you can put a limit. You can do these. There's conditional things. When this condition gets met, this happens. It goes up. It hits your spot. You're in order. Bing, bing, bada, bing. You're not even at home. You're somewhere else. I mean, who knows where you happen to be? It doesn't even matter where you're at. An order hits. Your trailing stop goes in. And whoop-de-dee. Whoop-de-shit. Shit's the giggles, right? So let's go ahead and get this shit down here. Now, if you want to adjust the trailing stop, that's where you're going to run into problems. See, I'm over here. I'm trying to drag the trailing stop. You can notice I can't drag it. But if I wanted to drag this one, I should be able to, right? Yeah, see, you can drag that one. It won't let me drag the trailing stop. So if you want to do a limit, let's say you want to do a quick trade, and let's say now you want to come in here and sell another at market. Like I want to get in another one. You don't have all your shit set up. You just like, I got in at one at market. Well, now you're at 2. So your trail stop and this would both have to be increased to 2. You can do it from the dome. I'm just showing you how to do it from here. So you don't always have time to do it from here. Sometimes overnight you do. So you're going to change this quantity is all you're going to do. See that? All right. So now I've got an order with the trail stop up here. I've got one limit to go out right here. Let's say I want to go another one here. Just right click on that. Let's say I want to take the other one out limit as well. And I've got that trail stop to hold myself in on the top side. So you can put in a buy order for a single, and let's say that's it. So now you got a trail stop order, you've got 2 limit orders, you've got your area you've been talking about. It's shown some resistance properties over and over again and again on this as well. And let's go ahead and zoom this shit out to a 1-hour chart. And you still see it's just sitting right there. All you're trying to do is now capture that. Now, if you want to say you want to get a little better, you want to come out to about right there, for instance, and go for it. You want to come out to there? Go for it. Go for it. So you want to do that? Go for it. You can't move your trailing stop. Your limit here, let's say you want to pull that back.
just a little bit, you can do that as well. See, it's actually actively changing it. So when you click on it and do that, that's your order information and shit right in there. See that? So a lot of people like it shit. A lot of platforms, specifically futures platforms, are doing this shit right now. You just place your order right there, or you can. Uh, not sure why it won't zoom the way I want. Maybe it's because I'm on a 1 hour. I think is what it is. On a 4 hour, that still looks fine. I mean, all you're trying to do is tack the base of that candle and part way here. Now, if you pull it out here, you could obviously say, well, shit, why don't I go all the way down to 40.70, right? So you got two trail stops. It's going to take both of them out, and then it's going to change. The problem is now when you mismatch them like this, well, actually, well, it should cancel the other one. So when this gets hit fine, that one should come up, and that's going to buy stop two of them. Well, let's see how it plays out. It may only capture one and leave one open. We don't want to do that. So I'm going to try and get on the screen. And I forgot to hit the screencast, so we're going to get started. What's going on, people? What's going on, everybody? Been talking and rambling here on the Spreaker. We started out, we had some fun, we had a music, we had a shindig, we're having a freaking party. We're going to have some oatmeal or other evening time foods here shortly, and we're going to try and get to bed a little earlier. We got a few things we might need to get done tonight as well. It's late, it's 10:42, so it's not crazy late, but it's late enough. So, uh, so you're boxed in right here, right? So that's not unusual. That's nothing weird to look at right there. That's a 4 hour chart. Now see how it keeps playing. It's playing back out this way. So now you just gotta go up here and see what you got. What did you get? Where are my orders at? Now if you want to see the previous orders, um, let's right click on this shit. If I'm not mistaken, is it style settings? Is it style settings? Futures, show volume, adjust, show options. I don't even know what that means. Highlight extended, general, show trade. So there it is. You put that. And it should show. Yeah, there you go. See that? So now you'll be able to see visually right there on your chart. So what's going on here anyways? What did that show? Oh, okay, I see what happens. Oh, that's actually cool. So there's your call puts. Yeah, I actually dig that, by the way. I don't need that drawing. If you're on here and you have a drawing you want to get out of, just right click it there. Right click it again. I need to get out of this drawing tool for one thing. We have got to get out of the drawing tool. Do we want to get back into this? That's fine, right? So it looks like when you do that, what I just did, and put the call puts there, I don't know that it adds a tremendous amount of value. If that on the 15, and if you're in an hour, if you're in an hour, so it's going out in advance. Is that what it's doing? So that's your call put levels, call puts. What is that really even doing for me? I don't know. Is that offering value to me or not? I'm not sure. So anyway, if you entered that a few minutes ago, it's 15 minutes. It looks weird, don't it, from this angle? It's like it's a further out time frame. I'd probably keep it like on 30 minutes overnight, just to get a scope for what the heck it's doing. Alright, so you see it's just chopping around here. We just want to try one again, demo this stops I'm thinking about. And yes, this is simulated, by the way, in case you didn't know. Just want to see if it's going to ratchet down. It'd be nice if it came down and hit that 40.76 really quick. So, well, we're just going to watch it for a minute. So, anyways, if it doesn't do anything, we're just going to let it happen and see what happens. But I'd like to see that, just make that little drop there. Just looking for those areas to get filled in. Nothing crazy. There you go. If you start getting that little candle pressure there from sell orders coming in. The trail stop should be moving here any moment. Did it move? No, it's back to a doji formation. Needs to have like at least a few more ticks down. When you think. There we go. Well, no, is that right? So the trail stop did move there. You notice that? So you're in those at 40.79.75. Your trail stop is at 40.81. It's 2 contracts, full size. So your risk, you're basically looking for 79.80. So you're 1.5 basically. Is that right? 79.80, 1.5. So 1.5 away, and you're at 50, 100, and 75, 200. Should be about a $200 risk listed on that if you were interested on that side of things. But that's where you'd be risking it if it came back up there and took you out at your entry spot. So your entry really, it needs to show it. It shows it, but it doesn't really show it. You know what I'm saying? Should have it like listed right here in the chart or something. But you could do a little squiggle if you want to say, "Here's my entry," just for your brain. Now it's going back the other way, so that's okay. We're just playing something to do, just to plan some of these in advance. Always plan. Always be working on your shit. All right. So what are you gonna be doing up here, anyways? So. Forget what I was going to look at, to be honest with you. I think I was trying to find something, just some kind of drawing tool. That's what it was. So if you want to do some shit like this, for instance, now it's going to be annoying. Let's say if you want to do a price level one here like that, not price level. I'd probably do something. It looks like it's getting back up to that area again, up to your entry point. So, regression line. Maybe you want to do a rectangle and say my entry was at 79.75, 79. Did you get 79.75? And you could just put a little, whoops. You could put like a little chop box here if you wanted to and be like, hey, that's my. If you got time when you're doing it overnight, you can just say, hey. Yeah. All right. So I don't know the call putt thing's really going to do anything for me. Do you see it adds much value? I don't really. It just screws my chart up, to be honest with you. We'll see what happens with this one shortly, though. Style settings. Let's get the call putt shut off. That was on futures. Show options. Show open interest. I don't know if that really does anything, does it? Or does it? Was it adjust for contract changes? Alright, so where are we going here? Still alright? Yeah, I didn't see that really added much value. But sometimes you got some of these orders and shit, some of the scaling will get a little wonky versus what you might normally be looking at. So, anyways, you see the little gray area we drew in a while ago? It's just going to be a speck on a chart there. But it gives you an idea. I mean, some of these things do that, or have a line, or there's another platform I'm going to show you, Motive Wave, that does a lot of really cool stuff as well. So, just going to let that sit. Check it out if you have ES Futures up. See what you think, and let's go from there. Everything's sort of flatty chop shit, so it could easily push up, or it could just fall down maybe, not even that much. I mean, you're just talking a few points. But, and optionally, if you got those limits in, let's say you want to leave one limit off and just do two out. So here you're going to have two. Let's say the second one you let do this. The problem, I don't know if it's going to backtrack and flip the other direction. So we're going to test this out. Sometimes it's easy to get too many damn orders going. The more orders you got going, the more things you got to check on. Let's say you want to do that limit off. No problem. You got one limit out. The other one's going to be taken out trail stop. All right, so I was just dazing out, figuring, hey, let's see if it'll drop for a few points real quick. But you see, it's still working in your area. They're just putting in a stinking doji, waiting on something to happen. Time is like 10:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah. What do you got? What do you got to work with here this time of night? So you tried it once, came back up, though rejected it. You're trying a second time. Depends on this. If it happens again, we try it a third time. If you win here, you try a third time. You don't win here, you try a different area. Right? Just keep this level in mind. You gotta work the levels that work the way that you need them to work, or that you're thinking about. You gotta really get in there and make that happen. Getting ready to hook up another computer. I mean, a different monitor, and be monitoring some music and possibly doing some mixing and shit. I don't know if I got all the plugins in here. I'm gonna do a separate, do multiple mixes if you're mixing shit out. All right, so I'm going to let this stuff do its own thing. It'll make a sound here at some point, and I'll be like, or hey, either way. But either way, when you got it in like that, who gives a shit? It's pressing right into your area. You're fine up to that, and you got to stop at 81 to give it an extra point. Obviously, you could probably use more than that, but I'm just going to see what happens on it. Just because I'm just checking the math on this. Nothing special. Just checking the math on the order and checking the math. So you can adjust your orders. You can't just always go in market order. This is the exact same order. You got to have your conditions set and things that you can adjust. Throw it out there. Move some of your areas around. Move your stop around. It's nice if you can find something to let you move your trailing stop around as well. But I just wanted to cover this real quick. Kept under 15 minutes. Just looking at setting up an order in Think or Swim with a bracket. And we just added 2 limits down here. We actually took the other one off. Going to let the limit do its job. I could be wrong on leaving that happen. It's going to take that out. Most likely what's going to happen is that one's going to cancel. Well, what's going to happen, I think, looking at this order, and tell me if I'm wrong, is that when this goes here, if it takes this one out, so you'd be best in this instance to do just the trailing stop by itself. See what I'm saying? Because if it's going to drop, so we canceled that order. The one canceled the other group still there. So we did cancel that one. We're just going to say, hey, if it's going to work, it's going to work. Most likely it's pressing this area already, right? It's pressing this area already. You got the limits down below. Well, are they going to do you any good now in this move? Because it's pressing up. Now, it may press up just a little further and fall off. And if it falls off, then you're going to get stuck. Get your limits out, and it could drop a good ways. We don't know. You just make an assumption if you think that you know. So that's what I'm looking at. Say, just go ahead and let it run as a trailing stop the whole damn way. Take both of them out instead of trying to penny it. If it's getting ready to push up anyways, you're going to get stopped out on the top, regardless, without even moving much. So otherwise, it could just drop. Somebody come in with a big order, drop it, 6 or 10, 15 points. You don't know. See how it's acting right there? So that makes you sort of believe that it could happen. It's happened before. There's good methodology, a good level, a good story. And we'll see how that plays out. Just wanted to try it again before I go to bed. And we'll think of something else in the morning or tomorrow, or do this every night. We're going to be doing all kinds of platforms, by the way. This is Motive Wave. Be doing, Think or Swim. Be doing Motive Wave as well. So have a great night. I'm out of here. Sorry I didn't have more funny voices. Have a great evening. All right, thanks for just hanging out there and doing the screen share as well. That is available. It's live. We got it on the Twitter, on Techno Twerp. No S at the end of that. Techno Twerp. You heard it right. Is it crazy? What's going on there? Just how it came together. So I've already went over. I'm just going to let the charts do their song and dance. We're going to minimize them. We don't care what they do. They do this. They do that. We could care less either way. It's set up. We got it automated. It's good to go. Should be on server side now, so it's on their server. You're good if something happens to you. If something happens to them, then it's a different freaking story. Let's not even go there right now. Let's not go there, shout we not. So I'm going to get ready to go out. Going to do the song and dance jingle one more time. It's going to take a drink of water. Don't have. Going to start it. Going to let it roll. And we're out of here for the night. Appreciate you joining me again. Almost a little over 30 minutes for the night. Again, appreciate you joining me tonight. We're going to pull it back up and just reference that. What's going on? It's pressing into the area, the same area that I sold the order from before it go down to the downside. We've got a level of 4080 holding support now at this time. Actually, not support, that is resistance, depending on what side of the area you're on. Right now, we're on the resistance side. Just got a red candle on the 30 minutes. Keeping an eye on this. Got a fake order in on paper simulated trading. Working up the strategies that work best for our current market opportunities. We're going to put some of these strategies. We're going to have a list of 10,000 of them. So anyway, just let this hang out. Got a trailing stop, double trailing stop there at 48. You heard. Start to get some resistance downside. We're going to get that chart back out of here. What are you doing up here? You're taking up too much time, chart. Well, I got the order in, and I'm about to let a big old sticker. Anyway, so we're going to what's happening in the news right now. I haven't watched so much. There's a lot of technology
I told you about that. The chart had pushed up, it flipped over, coincided with this, did that. I dropped some more water, and that's okay. Half and half.
So can you say that with me real quick? Maybe you're not sure.
Watching some college basketball tonight. We had Kentucky. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what happened on that score.
Shall we? Kentucky what? Kentucky basketball. See what the final score that is? 67. Right now, Kentucky 53, Mississippi. So now we know what the score is. And we're not going to sit here and watch and talk about it. We got Tennessee playing tomorrow night. You're in Tennessee basketball. But you should be if you're not. Tennessee basketball tomorrow. Because he's playing number 2 ranked Tennessee in Florida. He's playing at Florida tomorrow night. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ESPN. You know you want to. You can't get enough of the sports, especially when you're running your charts. Watch some reruns, have your charts going, have in the background, makes you calm, makes you cool. Keep your brain active, apply those strategies to your trading, to your what, to your games, to your job, to your life, to your work, to your whatever you have to do. Make it happen, get up and push through the bullshit. There's always more bullshit. And also get on with the sugar and get the salt. Cut it down, cut it way down. Way down here.
Right up here. Don't eat this much salt.
Way down here. All right. You have a great night. Appreciate you